Alright, get stuff set up here. Control C. It's actually been a while since I've looked at my own page for Twitter. I've just kind of been on my own page when posting this stuff. Man. Monday morning coffee and chat. Get your butt in here. Alright. Uh-oh. That and posting in here again. Alright, and let me take a sip of my coffee. As I change this over. Oh, hi. That doesn't work. Well. You think that can serve my face, but my soul's falling disgrace, and I stay lonely. I shame them now. You know what? Let's actually. Let me make sure that. Okay. Just making sure that that is what it is. Do that. Do this. Yeah, I forgot that I kind of changed things around when trying to do a workaround for setting up the whole thing with Red Dead Online to reduce frame lossage, and none of it was really working. I forgot to set things back to the way that they were, so that's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's 100% fine. Totally 100% fine. But good morning to one and all. I know I was just streaming. I just stopped streaming about 2 hours ago. Like I said at the end of the stream, it's funny how the two streams kind of run into each other. More or less, it is kind of funny how that happens. Yes, it is once again, it is a Monday morning coffee and chat stream. We are once again here at this point where 1 week has ended and another one is beginning. that these weeks have seemed to have been going by so fast. Why that is, I don't know. Although I kind of know, and it's because I've been more or less having and keeping to some type of a schedule one way or another, and just kind of having these coordinated streams, basically. That's speeding the weeks along. That is indeed speeding the weeks along. But yeah, so not much has been happening, although I do know from False, which I need to catch up on, I've fallen behind on watching the quote-unquote VTuber news stuff and all. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 that have fallen behind on. And the titles of these are new claims regarding Rusia termination. That was 9 days ago. So that was not quite last week. It was right at the end of the week before last week. Haven't watched that, so yeah, she got terminated. Not even the whole graduation thing, wherever, just straight up, you're fired. And then the next one, scammers target VTubers, and Charity's booby debut. And Kazuna AI goodbye. Apparently Kazuna AI, which I'm not 100%. I need to turn this music down. It is just a little bit too loud. There we go. Kazuna AI, of which I'm not 100% familiar with. I mean, I kind of know who she is, who she was, I guess, in this regard. But I wasn't and still not 100% particularly familiar with who she is. So apparently she's gone now, doing something else or something, or I don't know what's up with that, or what's going up with that. I'm sure find out if I watched False's video on that part of the news. And then the next few are like with clippers and stuff. Kira corrects out of context clip. Hololive Rusia reactions. Movie debut. Hololive Cousin AI reacts. How not to clip VTubers. Raptor reveals name of VTuber. Niji Sanji talents on hiatus and graduate. Custom PC builder controversy. So this stuff is all from last week. I love this song. This is such a good song. And I apologize for tracing artwork. Saw that, I was like, huh? But I didn't see the video itself, but I saw the headline for the video. YouTuber removes subs from Niji Sanji Ian Nox group again. So YouTube is targeting VTubers again, apparently, just from the headline of that. Hey baby, good morning. That works, no audio at the moment. Oh, let's see. Good morning. Counting clips respond to backlash. Now VTuber edition open. Niji and all general editions open. And hate bots target VTubers again. Sakura Miku birthday, Emily body pill, Elden Ring crushes VTubers. Oh yeah, Elden Ring. Elden Ring, that's a thing that's happened. That took off like fire to Lent. Fire to wool or whatever. I love this song so much. Elden Ring took off like crazy. Like everyone has been playing that. Everyone and anyone has been playing that game. It's kind of crazy, honestly. The next newest Souls game. Wait, Drew put out a video? No way. When did he put out a video? Oh, he's put out an update video. I see. I'll watch that. I'll watch that at some point in time. But yeah, so it seems like somewhat of a lot happened last week. I mean, with Elden Ring, that happened, and then the whole Booby debut. I haven't really seen hardly anything of him. I know Connor Seadog voice is the one that's basically portraying him, voicing him all at business and such. But I haven't seen much of what's going on with that. The little bit of the lore video that I did see was actually kind of cool. He did a really good job with the voice acting for all of that, and just the whole general voice acting is going on happening. So really good, I think, at least. So oh my gosh. I'm scrolling through Twitter right now. I haven't scrolled through Twitter in a good long while. I don't know why I haven't been doing that. Because I was keeping a good pace on like keeping up to some coffee went down the wrong way. I had been keeping more or less pretty good thing on being in the know of everything with scrolling through scrolling through Twitter and no, geez. Uh-oh. Yeah. And keeping up with VTuber news. But like all of, I guess, last week I kind of fell behind on all of that. I don't know why. What is there an actual sound to this? Hold on. Let me turn funny time on. Is there actual sound to this? That's amazing. Alright, false. How does this only have 5 retweets? How does this only have 5 retweets? Alright, I'm retweeting. Pomus Tohao. Oh gosh. So this is the first time I've been scrolling through Twitter for basically a week now. I really haven't been scrolling through. I should get back on that. I should get back on that. So I know more or less a generalization of a lot of stuff that happened last week, but in terms of things that are coming and gonna be like happening this week or in the future, near future, I'm not 100% sure. I know, oh, yeah, gotta go, Penguin. All right, all good. Thanks for stopping in, even though you're at work. Thanks for stopping in. Never knew things you say, never true things you play, never true, always win. Anyways, one cool thing is the which was kind of being shown on display last night in the stream in VRChat is the 2.0 IK. It's not been brought to the live build yet. It's still in beta, but the way that they have the beta working for the IK is that you can have it active and you can join your friends and go all over places as if it was in the live build, and your friends can see the IK as if it's live build, but it's still beta, which is kind of funny. So it's the IK right now is kind of like live build, but it's in beta. It's beta live build, which is kind of funny. And the Avatar Dynamics for VRChat came to open beta. What was it? Friday, I think it was Friday. So that's really cool, and that's gonna be a good thing coming forward. It's gonna be interesting to see how the translation between Dynamic Bones and Avatar Dynamics is gonna be. I'm gonna wait to see people kind of make some videos on them playing around with it, just to kind of get a look and see like, okay, so this is what people are doing with it, and these are some of the stuff that's happening, just so I have a little bit of an edge going into it when it actually comes out, so then I can do my own stuff. And if people, I'm sure everyone's wondering why I haven't been doing my own stuff, doing my own stuff within VRChat lately. It's because I'm kind of waiting for some of this new stuff to come out first, and then I'll do it, because like with like the Avatar Dynamics, that, you know, that literally could come out next week, or it could come out sometime, it could come to the live build sometime this week. And if that's the case, then it would put Dynamic Bones out of it would make Dynamic Bones obsolete. That's the word I was thinking of. It would make the Dynamic Bones obsolete, and so any time I would spend doing stuff with the Dynamic Bones and all that kind of stuff would have been wasted, because then, you know, there would be the Avatar Dynamics. So I'm kind of waiting for all that stuff to come out, so then I can just do all that stuff instead of, you know, going with what's the old system of which is now, and then converting everything later at whatever time it is. I'm playing the patient game. Saw Limb Grabber. That's basically it, except more options out of commission. Yeah. Avatar Dynamics is really cool. There's a lot of stuff that you can do with it. Oh, thanks for the bits. Avatar Dynamics is very cool. It is very cool. It's way more powerful. Way more powerful than Dynamic Bones. And the funny thing is that the creator, or creators more or less, of Avatar Dynamics are the same people or person, whatever, that made Dynamic Bones. So So the Avatar Dynamics is way more powerful than Dynamic Bones, and there's so much. It's way more optimized, and it's just better altogether. So I'm really looking forward to that stuff coming out. And with the IK, the IK is so good. The IK update is so good. I mean, it just revolutionizes the whole entire tracking business. It's so nice. It's just so nice. It makes me want to get in VR more than I already do get in VR, just to play around with the new IK system and just have the full real tracking. I don't have the 10-point tracking. I still just have, headset, controllers, and then waist tracker and then feet tracker. I don't have the extra trackers for elbows and knees, though. With experiencing the IK update and such, it makes me want to get the extra trackers. Remember, said it's 10 times more optimized than Dynamic Bones. Yes, it is like 10 times more optimized than Dynamic Bones. It's way more optimized. No. So they're doing a 2.0 IK update. It's in beta at the moment, live beta basically at the moment. And what it does, is the update is revamping how the tracking is handled for avatars. And it's a huge improvement. I mean, it's night and day. It really is just night and day in the tracking system between what used to be and what it is now. And really what it is just a whole lot more math that is being done. There's a whole lot more math being done to basically create a educated guess at where certain parts of your limbs are located in 3D space based on the positional data of the trackers, from the geopositional data that it has to go off of with the controllers and headset, and if you have full body, the feet and hip trackers. Oh no! It's not VRC Plus. They're not gonna do any of it. The only thing that's specifically like being made with VRC Plus is just the extended avatar slots and like that kind of stuff. That's the only thing that is ever going to be for VRC Plus. All this kind of like IK and all that kind of stuff. All of the stuff that they're doing with this and the avatar dynamics and such is nothing to do with VRChat Plus, and it will not be made part of VRChat Plus. It will make a lot of kids unable to use these, at least not without their dad's credit card. Well, I mean, the kids are not gonna be able to use Avatar Dynamics in the first place unless like these 12-year-old 13-year-old kids, unless they're educated intelligent kids that have figured out how to use Unity, because you have to do all of the Avatar Dynamics yourself. It's not something that is automatically applied by VRChat itself. You have to put on the bones and do all the stuff with it. Never know how greedy they may become with VRChat Plus. I'm surprised how many kids out there learn Unity in months. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that is a true statement. That is indeed a very true statement, but also, I had a look at it, a little bit of the UI for Avatar Dynamics, and it's different. The naming for the different values and such for various things are very different compared to Dynamic Bones. It's interesting. It might be just ever so slightly of a learning curve between the two, but it seems it seems pretty nice in terms of figuring out what is what and getting things situated and such. So that's gonna be nice, but I mean, I can't stop thinking about and talking about the IK update. I mean, it's not on the live build yet. It's in beta, but it's basically in live build, but beta. More or less funny. And it's just so good. BRB. All right. It's too good. I mean, it's like, so if you were there for the stream, for the VR chat stream, I talked about this and showed it off. Or did I show? No, did I show it up? I may not have talked about it actually. Wait, I'm not sure if I did or not. I might have done that with some friends at World off stream. But anyways, okay, in case I didn't actually show this and talk about it on the stream last night. So everyone knows in VR chat the whole where like 2018 to basically 2019 of what the general avatar was for, you know, was anime, right? It was basically general MMD anime avatars, and the proportions of those avatars were not to human scale. You know, the legs were much longer than normal human proportioned legs. And so when they changed how full body tracking worked from what it used to be, your foot, when they changed it to be off of your arms, right? Arm length and such. So when they did that, your foot became your kneecap. Basically, your foot would be located in your kneecap because of how the legs were proportioned. Well, now how they're doing the IK, you can change it between calibrating the measurements based on height or calibrating the measurements based on arm length. The best one is calibrating it based on height. And when you do that with these models that have the not quite so realistic human proportions, especially with the legs, it fixes that problem, and your foot is no longer in the kneecap, and your foot is actually where the foot is supposed to be, which is so good and so nice. And you know, all those models that broke, that weren't really fully actually made for full body tracking, and they just completely broke, and their hip just went, you know, caved in itself off to one side. Well, with this IK update, all those models that were not made to be like full body tracking ready and had jank hips is now fixed. They all work now. Because of this IK update. It's so good. It's so nice. It's so cool. And it's really good. I'm so happy about it. I am so happy about it. I'm so happy about it. No waifus. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. This is funny. Megamind and things related to the Megamind has been going around like candy. And there's even an Elden Ring version of this whole thing of no maidens. It's actually kind of funny. I find it funny. But yeah, it's a lot of good things in terms of I think specifically VR chat. A lot of good things that are happening now have been set in motion now, and it's really good. Like I saw a video that was posted in the Poyami Discord server of someone using Avatar Dynamics to interact with like a passcode unlocker for their avatar when they actually get into it. And that's cool. That's actually cool. And another person was doing stuff with like a sword and such. There's a lot of cool stuff happening now. There's a lot of cool stuff happening now. I'm not so sure about in the world of like specifically talking about the world of like say VR technology and such. I'm not so sure about that because Thrill Seeker has not done much on it of late. They haven't done, Thrill Seeker, he hasn't done much in the whole reporting of the news as of late. Sort of, it's been kind of more or less more reporting on Meta kind of going down the drink and less about any of the actual like technology that's coming on and such. Which I mean, I think the whole reporting on what's going on with Meta is an important aspect of what will and is going to happen with VR technology and all that kind of stuff. Like the whole thing of where apparently there was this whole debacle of news that got released through CNN, I think, that people from like head engineers or something like that of Meta was saying that within the metaverse, within VR, with VR, at least what VR is now and such, that it is not relatively feasible to have legs in the VR metaverse, and it's not practical, and that what legs exists in places like VR chat is disconcerting and almost disgusting to look at and watch because of what happens. And I see that and I hear that, I'm like, what? And plenty of people have talked about this, and plenty of people have like commented on this, and Thrill Seeker made a whole entire video commenting on this. I mean, there's a whole video here of the ridiculous reason Meta doesn't have legs in the metaverse. Which it's, if you haven't watched it, I do recommend going watching it. It will kind of put you in perspective in terms of like corporate claimed metaverse and what already actually exists as the metaverse, which is honestly, in my opinion, VR chat. That is the current metaverse, is VR chat, because of everything and anything that you can do with and in VR chat. That is already the existing metaverse, and it seems there's just a huge blunder for Meta to say there are no legs in the metaverse. Because I mean, you look at us in VR chat, and you look at what they're doing now with the new IK stuff and all, and it's like, excuse me, you want to run that by me again? It's like now we have 10-point tracking within VR chat, and which allows for better leg and arm tracking. And you know, it's kind of like, you know, I just think kind of the audacity of that whole statement that you can't have legs in the metaverse. And then why would you not want to try? It's just Meta being lazy. And you know, it doesn't help that there's not that many games. There's not all that many games out there that actually support the functionality and usage of full body tracking. So that whole aspect doesn't really help. It doesn't really help the whole situation of normalizing full body tracking. And if more games and applications that VR applications made use of full body tracking, then that would work towards normalizing the usage of full body tracking, which would bring down the price of full body, or which would get more people involved in getting full body tracking, which would reduce the price of full body tracking, which would then get companies more invested and involved in advancing full body tracking and making better and cheaper solutions, which would then just go back through that cycle of getting more people interested in the whole full body tracking to get it to use it in the applications and make the developers more into making use of full body tracking, of which then gets people to buy more full body tracking. You know, the greatest and latest full body tracking, which further, you know, advances the advancement and pricing of full body tracking to the point of which it becomes normalized. And even when something like that becomes normalized within a market, you know, trying to normalize a product within the market of some category. So the VR virtual reality technology market, normalizing full body tracking, even within normalizing that within that market, there's still a lot of growth for it to happen in terms of, you know, the pricing of what it should be or could be and all, or can be, and just what happens with it in general. And the more this stuff becomes normalized within the market, and there's two different markets, right? When it comes to stuff like this, there's two different markets. There's the consumer market, and then there's the enterprise market, or the company market, basically. The market surrounding where companies are involved in. So the market that companies are involved in, the market that consumers are involved in, within the whole realm of, say, just specifically talking about VR technology. And so a lot of people developing technology for, or developing hardware and such for VR technology is more focused on the enterprise market, because one, they can afford it, right? Because, you know, a company has money to like throw out there, and there's more they can do with it. They can that's like the whole testing phase basically of a lot of stuff, and then they can take all of that and try to refine it and see what they need to take out and such to bring the price down to put into the consumer market. And so there's not a lot of, or well, there's an increasing demand within the consumer market for a lot of this stuff, but the availability for people to invest in this stuff within the consumer market is not all that high, because the entry fee for all this technology in the consumer market is considerably a high price for being in a consumer market versus an enterprise market. And that's more or less because the technology is more or less still not 100% normalized within the whole market per population. And so that's where Meta kind of gets off. That's where Meta gets off on its like laziness of like, oh well, we're not going to develop legs because of that whole thing. They're too lazy to get involved with it, which is bringing down everything else and prolonging the, or sitting a elephant on the progression of normalizing all this stuff so it becomes more easily and readily available for consumers to use within, you know, whatever it may be that they're going to use it for, which there's a lot there, depending on what it is that you're using. There's a lot of stuff, or not as much stuff to use it for. But yeah, that's what, like a short kind of eye into economics. Economics, woo! Economics is actually fun if you ever like look into it and try to get your head around it. It's actually, economics is fun, and it's honestly a good thing to at least get your head around in a basic sense for your own good, for your own usage, just so you know, so just so you're aware of certain things. It would allow you to be more aware of kind of like how all this stuff works, and be more aware of like how to better invest your money and what you invested in and such. it will allow you to be more conscientious of, you know, daily civilization mechanics, which is important. I think it's important. I think it's important for people to have some, you know, you don't need to be, you know, Wall Street broker trader level of understanding and knowledge of economics, but a basic level understanding and knowledge of economics I think is important for any basic citizen to have, because it can help you in a lot of different aspects. And you know, if you have a basic understanding of economics, you have a higher power that you can make use of with handling your money, basically, and handling your money and knowing what, you know, figuring out different things and such within the current progression of a civilization in that current time period, and what's happening or whatever, you know, and like, you know, having a better sense of like inflation, right? And if you have a good head about economics, then maybe, you know, that can help you. Having a good head about economics and such can, you know, and knowing what you can do in a market that's inflated can help you alleviate, or at least give you guidance, I would think, or would say, give you guidance in a way to alleviate a lot of the hard blows from what inflation impacts upon you. You're not going to be able to like completely forego any punches, but you know, you'll have a better sense of like what you possibly could do to, you know, bandage yourself up and not take the full frontal blow in a way. And also YouTube is doing its thing where it's just like, oh, you're not paying attention to me. I'm going to stop your music. I'm going to stop your video because you're not paying attention to me. You must not be there anymore. Yeah, this is what you get for not paying attention to me. Yeah, YouTube. I'm still here. Play my gosh darn music. But yeah. And I chose inflation because it was an easy one to go for with what all's going on in the world and such, with the world economy and all within all the microeconomies across each individual country. Although it's more so here in America than, well, I mean, I think it's still a factor in a lot of other most all other places around the world, but it's definitely hard hitting here in America. There's high inflation here, much high inflation. This song's good too. But yeah. So, long spiel later, I don't have any real news or information about what might be coming up in terms within the near future of terms of VR technology and such. Maybe we'll see if Thrill, what news video Thrill releases this Tuesday? If it comes this Tuesday, it might be another. It might be another like Wednesday news day instead of a Tuesday news day. I want to see what I want to see is a good demonstrative video of that of that OWO suit thing that he was able to test a little bit of at the that electronics convention over in California. I want to see. I'm specifically interested in how it can and will work within VR chat. Like, I know how it will work in a lot of other games, and that will be cool. I mean, that will be really cool and all. But it will be interesting to see how it will work, if it can and will work within VR chat. That's a good song I just played. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I'm excited for whenever Lawrence will release her new avatar. She's still working on it. She's still working on her new avatar. I'm excited for what it will look like and what it's gonna be and what it's gonna include and evolve and all. And the last bit of thing that she said of the model, if I can find it, Maniac. This staff. Okay, this is the last. This was February 18th. The last actual new. She stopped working on it for a while to do stuff with a world asset that she got. But she's already done that. She's back on work with the mall, but the actual information about what the mall is going to be that she posted, she's like, at first Hime, which I think Hime, which I assume is going to be the name of the model itself, meant to be safe for work and simple model for comfy wear, but FGJN turns out it's going to be full on parameters again. Why I can only all or nothing. So that makes me the fact that she said all or nothing, like why she can't make something that's not all or nothing, makes me think that this model is going to be really good, and makes me really excited because she's going to go over the top for the model like she does for all of her other models. So it's going to be like I'm excited. I am excited. I am much excited. I'm ready for it to come out. And, it may come out this week. It may come out this week. If it comes out this week, then that's gonna be I might have to find some people to split the price with, depending on what the model ends up being like and all. I'm probably gonna have to I'll find some people to split the price with. Because I'm expecting that it's gonna be something that I want, and that I'm gonna want, and it's gonna be something good, and all. I'm expecting it to be good. I mean, all of her models are good. All of her models are good. I had to put Age of Empires 3 soundtrack in my playlist because I love that music so much. I love that music so much. It's such a good soundtrack. Such a good soundtrack. And it's such a good game too. I played this thing so much back in the day. Age of Empires 3. I need to, one of these days, maybe if, you guys pay me money, I will get Age of Empires 4. Because I'm really, I haven't looked, I just saw the trailers when it came out and all, which was, what, end of last year, I think now? I only saw the trailers. I haven't seen any of the gameplay. I should look up some of the gameplay and such because it's been out for a while now. Well, not a while, but it's been out for a little bit of time now. It'd be interesting to see. I haven't, should look up some of the gameplay, but the Age of Empires series of games is my jam. Those games are good. Those games are good, so I have high expectations for Age of Empires 4, and I've been kind of saving my money, and I haven't bought it. I kind of need that. I need a surplus of money to buy that. But if someone out there would pay me the money to buy the game, I totally would buy it, and also I probably would play it on stream at some point in time. At some point in time. Because like I said, the Age of Empires games are my jam. Which reminds me, Total Warhammer 3 came out, and I have been getting advertisements for that left and right in various places of me viewing content and such. And so I've just been getting bombarded with advertisements for it. I'm like, I want it so much. Because I like okay, so the Total War series of games is a whole heck of a lot of fun too. Those games are my jam too. So and I like the Total Warhammer games, the Total War Warhammer games. I have both 1 and 2, and they're a lot of fun. I haven't played them in a while. They're a lot of fun. So I have high expectations for the third one. I've heard good things about it so far from friends who have been playing it, so it just makes me want it even more. It makes me want it even more. Games. There's a lot of games actually that have come around them like, oh yeah, that's a thing that exists. I want that. I want to play that. I still haven't gone very far in playing Stellaris and testing all this stuff out with the revamp update on how Unity works and all that good stuff and all the stuff that they changed with that. I still haven't gone very far in playing around with that and figuring out what they've changed and how to work around figuring out strategies for playing the whole game in itself. From the little bit I did play a long while ago now, it's very different, but at some point in time I will get around to continuing my current game of that. Thank you for the raid, Silver. Noises. Raid horns. Viking raid horns. Thank you for the raid. Well, weren't you Weren't you streaming Halo? Is that what you said you were gonna stream? How'd that go? It go good? It go well? It go okay? Well. Halo, it was good. What did you do in Halo? What did you do in Halo specific? Like Halo Infinite or Master Chief Collection? I'm stretching on my neck. My neck is so stiff. Ah, my neck. What was the Total War Warhammer, right. Oh man. Halo Infinite, just some quick games. I'll see. You smash him hard. You smash your opponents hard in the face. I hope you did. You better did, or else I'm coming after you tonight in VR chat. I still need to finish the campaign for Halo Infinite. I don't know how I'm gonna finish it because I severely boned myself apparently by not getting everything that I should have, which I didn't know. I just kind of blindly went through the campaign and it's just like, oh hi, I'm here near basically the end, one of the first of however many final bosses basically, and it's like, oh, I'm like intensely struggling to kill this man, but also I have like nothing, no upgrades or whatever. So I made things incredibly difficult for myself, which I didn't know about until I talked about it with one of my avid Halo gamer friends. And he's like, what? You don't have this, that, and the other thing and all this stuff? I was like, nope. Oh my gosh. Why have you done this to yourself? I'm like, I didn't know. I just blindly followed the story. I was just kind of woo-da-doo-da-doo. I'm going over here now. Oh, I killed all these people. Woo-da-doo-da-doo. I'm going over here now. Kill all these people. Woo-da-doo-da-doo. Oh, story. Blah, 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 blah. I'll go through this. Oh, all right. Blah, 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 blah. On my way over here. Kill these people. Kill that person. Kill all these people. All right, more story. You did the same thing. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna kill the Axe Man or Eshtiel. It's been so long now I completely forgot his name. I don't know how I'm gonna kill him. I got to the like I don't know where it's gonna load me up when I put the game back in to try again whenever I go back to try again. But I got to his very last phase where he just chases you down with the energy axe thing. And oh my gosh, that man is Speedy Gonzalez on steroids. He just catches up to you and is like, I'm using the grapple hook to fly around all over the place to try and get away from him. I've just about used there's like no guns left in that area. I've basically used all of them. I have been reduced to using pistols. That's all that was left. Or that's all I had left were basically pistols that were given in that whole little arena thing. Well, it's not an arena, just the whole little inside whatever area kind of thing that you can run around in. Got past all the little shield things, it's final things chasing around. And I was like, how in the world am I gonna kill this man? He keeps catching up to me, and then slamming my butt 6 feet into the ground with no chance of recovering. I'm just dead. And then I found a cheese spot on top, like on little things sticking out of the parts where you destroy the little cells for the shield, and you can stand on top of them and like shoot him, but then he throws the little cluster grenades that stick to you, so you have to kind of jump around there, and that's hard to do. And he's very good at sticking those cluster grenade things on you, and then you're just dead. I wish I could melee him. See, I've fully upgraded my grapple hook. I have fully upgraded my grapple hook, so I can, you know, ground pound him to the next dimension. But, like, he just 360 no scopes, smacks my butt with his axe, and sends me into the, you know, cosmos and then some. And I am the melee king when it comes to Halo, because the only way I play Halo is by punching everything, because I otherwise cannot aim with a controller, and I only play Halo with a controller because true Spartans use game pads. Kind of like the whole Yakuza thing. True Yakuza use game pads. Yeah, true Spartans use game pads. And so, just in my whole life of growing up with Halo, playing on the Xbox, you know, I have only ever used controllers, and I have Halo Infinite for the Xbox just right now. That's what I'm playing. Have been playing on just the Xbox, so no, there's no mouse and keyboard option. So I can't aim for the life of me when it comes to the controller. It's just I've tried. And even when I was more avid at playing console games, specifically shooters and such, I still was no good with aiming. Like, I never was able to get good with aiming with the controller. It was just too weird and too floaty and all that kind of stuff, and just too unpredictable and such. Cause it was weird. I never got really good with it. So I just stick to punching things. And so that's every Halo game I ever play. I just run around punching everything. That's all I do. I just punch everything. I never use guns. I never use them. Like, well, there's very rare occasions where I actually end up using guns, and it's more where you kind of like have to, where the game forces you to use guns, basically, more or less. That is the only time I ever use guns in Halo. So I am the melee king. And yeah, this man is a man that doesn't like to be punched. So I'm to the point where I can't go back into the overworld to basically get all the stuff that I need to get to be able to kill him. So I'm one way or another screwed in that whole department. I don't know how I'm gonna get past him. I'm already up to like I'm already up to 15 tries, and that was over a time span of I don't know, 2 hours, I think, maybe 2.5 hours, maybe even 3 hours, between 2 and 3 hours. I'm already at 15 tries, and that was a while ago now. I haven't tried again for a while. There hasn't been the opportunity to try and kill the man and progress in the story. So it reminds me of the whole weird guardian thing near the end of Halo 5. That thing took me like 10 times. 10 tries over a course of like 3 hours to try and beat, and it was so stupid. That fight was so stupid because like I think all my Halo games are always weird. They do weird things. They have weird properties and such. And I was getting my butt kicked in the weirdest ways. And it was just like insta-kill and just all sorts of weird things happening. The only way I won that fight was by finding like the luckiest of luckiest cheesing spots. And I killed it, and I was so happy when I was done with that. And this is very much like that fight, except it's taken me more tries to try and kill this man than it did the other guy in Halo 5. So it's just I already drank all my coffee, so now I'm on to my water. But one day I'll one day I will finish the campaign on the Xbox. A long time ago, before I even started the whole campaign, I did say that I was going to wait until I finished the campaign to get an opinion on the game itself as to, and then use that to judge whether or not I buy the game again or get the game again for PC so that I can stream it. And you know, it's been a while now. I'm not, I haven't finished the game yet, but just from the fact of how, I guess, close I actually am to finishing it, quote unquote finishing it, I don't know if I will get it for PC and stream it on the channel. I'm not really sure if I want to do that. Okay, the gameplay itself is so much fun. Like the gameplay has been completely changed with the whole introduction of the grapple hook. It completely changes the playing field for how you go about doing melee. And in some ways, it's kind of almost cheesing the game. If you fully upgrade the grapple hook, it's ridiculous. You just fly around and punch everyone to death, and before anyone gets even a chance to do anything, it's crazy. I don't know anything about the guns. I have literally used no guns. I've used the assault rifle that the basic Spartan assault rifle that you get, and I've used the plasma rifle, and that's it. Those are the only, or the sword, or the it's some carbine, whatever, but it's basically what the storm rifle was back in Halo 4. Those are the only two guns I've actually used. There's one other red paintball gun or whatever, I can't remember what it's called, that I've used, but I've barely used it. I've used it only like 2 or 3 times, maybe 2 times. But yeah, those are the only guns I've actually used, so I have no experience on using any and all of the guns in the game. I don't even know what guns are in the game. I don't know what games are, or what guns are in the game. The battle rifle. I mean, the battle rifle is a good choice just across all of the Halo games, in my opinion. It's just a good gun altogether. But yeah, I like the gameplay in itself. It's so much fun. I have no experience in the whole gunplay aspect of the game because I have not done any of that. But at least with the grapple hook is so much fun. The grapple hook is so much fun. The grapple hook is so much fun. It's so much fun, the grapple hook. But yeah, as to any and all other aspects of playing the game, I have no idea. Because that's just not how I play the game. I just never played the game like that, so I don't know. Haven't taken the chance and opportunity to play it. Oh yeah, and with the grapple hook, the whole ability to just jump in the air and yoink a banshee. You know, like when a banshee comes swooping down, you just jump up and grapple hook, whoop, hook onto the banshee, and then all right, this thing is mine now. Poop! All right, I'm flying off that way. It's just like, oh, this feels like cheating. This feels like cheating. It really did feel like cheating. It's so much fun though. But so there's that aspect of the game, right? That's a solid 5 out of 5 or 10 out of 10. The story, I don't know. It's definitely, you know, of course I haven't gone to the end of the game, so you know, the climactic finale could be like, oh my gosh, no way, you know, it could be like that. I have no idea, but just pretty much getting where I'm at, very close to the end, right at the last mission, basically, of the game. My take on the story is that it's definitely an improvement over Halo 5's story. I will 100% say that is definitely an improvement over Halo 5. Definitely an improvement over Halo 5. Halo 5, we don't talk about Halo 5. Halo 5 does not exist. There's no such thing as Halo 5. That's how bad Halo 5 is. Halo 5 does not exist. Halo 5 just does not exist. So it is definitely an improvement on that. And I'm not sure if it's an improvement on past Halo 4. Because I actually kind of was fascinated or kind of got on board with the story of Halo 4. I mean, it's definitely not the best story across all of the Halo games for sure, but it was still, I think, a pretty good extension of the overall story. So I don't know if Halo Infinite improves upon Halo 4. It might be on par with Halo 4, possibly, but you know, I just, you know, in a lot of degrees and aspects and whatever, I just wasn't really overly impressed with the story of Halo Infinite. I think, and you know, it might have been the fact that I just kind of like bulldozed through the whole main aspect of the campaign, not knowing what I actually, not knowing overall what I was really doing. You know, I was just blindly going to where the missions were, not knowing, you know, like, oh, you know, there's all this stuff that you probably should be doing and such. And that probably adds to the story and such. How in the world am I supposed to know? You know, like, and give me open worlds, like, alrighty. You know, I think it was a bad idea to make Halo Infinite fully open world. Like, it might have been better to make it linear, but have some degree of freedom of movement, basically, between things, but not to the degree that they did on what they did, because I was just kind of lost. I'm like, do I need to worry about this stuff? Is this stuff I need to do now? You know what? I'm just gonna follow the mission. I don't know what any of this other stuff is. It's just like, that's side stuff, right? Or I just assumed it was just kind of like, oh yeah, if you want to do this, you know, you can do this. It's just side stuff. So a lot of things seemed rushed, I think, or it felt rushed in a lot of places. And like when I got to the Echelon fight, I'm like, am I at the end? I was so confused. I'm like, am I actually at the end of the game? There's no way I can be at the end of the game, because this was after like 5 days of playing for, you know, like 3 hours each of the nights. And I was like, there's no way that this could be the end of the game, but this feels so much like the end of the game. There's no way that this could be the end of the game, because I thought, I was like, I got here so fast. How is this the end of the game? And I, you know, for a lot of aspects of the story, I was like left confused. I'm like, who are the banished? Who are you? Why do I care about you? What is going on with this? You know, and like all these other aspects, like, what is going on? Like, huh? What? You're just kind of left me off at the doorstep, but you never really opened the door to welcome me in. Kind of ordeal. And so I was kind of left underwhelmed and almost disappointed at how short, like in terms of like the campaign, how short it is with how many years it's been that they've been working on this thing. I'm like, you've been working on this for how many years now? And this is all you have for the whole story and all? In campaign? What? Huh? It's like, I'm missing something, surely. And I guess that's all the side content. And maybe there's a whole lot more of the story in the side content that fills in a lot of the gaps. And it basically opens the door of which would otherwise not be opened if you just followed the base campaign marker mission things. I have no idea. I'm not, you know, open world is good for like MMO games, but for straight up story games like Halo, I don't fully agree on the usage of that kind of open world, because then things can and most likely will get kerfuffled. But the gameplay is great. All of that aside, the actual gameplay is phenomenal, is fantastic, is exhilarating. Just being able to swing everywhere and punch everyone to death before they even get a chance to actually shoot you. And it's like brutes are a joke, because you just swing around, punch, 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 dead. They didn't even get a chance to do anything. It's like, ha ha ha. And then you swing around somewhere else, you know, sit there for a second, swing back, punch, punch, punch. Swing back, swing, 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 you know. It's very funny. It's very comical. The whole melee aspect was very comical, but so much fun. So yeah, I mean, that's a hot take on my opinion of Halo Infinite. And I'm not one to play the multiplayer, the whole matchmaking multiplayer side of Halo games. I used to, way back in the day of Halo 2, I used to. But you see, therein came the problem of I only punched things. That was the only way I did things. I only punched things. So I played multiplayer the same way. How was my coffee? It was good. It was good. I have a super automatic coffee machine that, you know, grinds up the beans and all and does all the fancy coffee and all. And I have this, I can't remember the specific name of the coffee. I'd have to go back, go back downstairs to look at the bag. But it's this specific German coffee. It's this very specific German coffee, and it is so good. It is like the best coffee in the whole entire world. It smells so good when you're brewing it, and it actually tastes good. And it's a coffee that I can actually drink black. Now, here's the funny thing about me with coffee. All right, so I've said this a lot. Caffeine has the opposite effect on me, right? Caffeine does not actually wake me up. It does not actually give me energy. It does not spark life into me, where, you know, people use it as a lifeline to get them through the day. I drink coffee in the morning, and after I wake up, and I'm threatened to fall back asleep in my chair after drinking a cup of coffee. So I don't drink coffee for the energy. I drink coffee for the taste, or just for the flavor and such. Which, here's the funny thing, I don't drink coffee black. Like 98% of coffee, I have to put cream in. I drink coffee with cream. I don't drink black coffee. But with this super automatic coffee machine and the German coffee and like 2 other types of coffee, I think it's a Joffrey's Peru coffee, and I can't remember what the other coffee is. They are the only 3 coffees in the world that I've had so far that I can actually drink black and not have to put cream in. Otherwise, the coffee like has too much of a bitter taste to it. It's either it's too bitter, or it's got too much of a foggy bottom taste. Which is, I can't remember the actual word now. I have substituted with the word of foggy bottom, but it's basically what I call foggy bottom is that very deep, muddy earth taste. Like you're just licking mud. You're just licking the dirt, basically. Yeah, that's what I call the foggy bottom taste. And some of these beans, like I think more of the dark, a lot of the darker roasts for the beans that you put in super automatic have that foggy bottom taste, and some of them have such a strong foggy bottom taste. I'm like, oh my gosh, even cream cannot help it. Even cream cannot cut through that foggy bottom taste. But the whole point, and the cream, you know, I put in the cream to cut through the foggy bottom and the bitter. And then like once those 2 flavors, or those 2 senses of the flavor are cut through, you're left with the actual, the real flavorful parts of coffee, right? Mixed in with, I only use like a vanilla creamer, like French vanilla creamer. So those actual flavorful, real flavors of the coffee mixed with the French vanilla is oftentimes really, really good, and I love it. You know, that's what I drink coffee for, is those flavors. And so the whole fact that this German coffee specifically is like the best of all of them, that I can drink it black, that just tells you how good of a coffee it is. If someone, me, who has to put cream in their coffee to even begin to drink it, to cut through all of those other flavors that are otherwise unwanted, that just says how good of a coffee it is. It is such a good coffee. If I can drink it black, it's good coffee. If I have to put creamer in it, it's moderate coffee to mediocre coffee. And Dark's tasting scale of coffee, or rating scale of coffee. But yeah, I mean, I love coffee. I like more like kind of like lattes and all that kind of stuff. I love a good cappuccino. I love a good cappuccino, and I love a good latte. Those are and you know, specialty milk drinks. Those are good. I love some of that stuff. When I used to drink Starbucks, I haven't had Starbucks in a really long time now. Would get frappuccinos. Would get various different kinds of frappuccinos, and oh man, frappuccinos are so good. I love frappuccinos. Frappuccinos are amazing. So I love the coffee flavor, like in coffee ice cream. I love coffee ice cream, is so good, especially Haagen-Dazs coffee ice cream. Specifically Haagen-Dazs coffee ice cream is so good because it's got that such a strong coffee flavor to it, like the actual, like, not the bitterness and all that other stuff that comes with coffee, but just the pure coffee flavor. It has such a strong bit of that flavor that is so good. And you know, that one specific kind of like coffee flavor is so good, and I love it. Put it in ice cream, put in, you know, whatever. It's so good. I find it funny that a lot of people I know don't like coffee. Yeah, I know a fair amount of people that don't like coffee. There's actually there's a good amount of people in my family that don't like coffee. I can understand that. I 100% can understand that. Me being a person that has to put cream in 98% of coffee to even begin to drink it. It's like, yes, I understand. But it's kind of funny. I think the people that don't like drinking coffee would still like you know, it's funny because, you know, a lot of the people that I know that don't like drinking coffee itself like the coffee flavor, because they like coffee ice cream, or they will eat coffee ice cream, right? And so it's like, I think the whole aspect of the drink coffee is a hard thing to get past, but the actual coffee flavor, I think the people that say that they don't like coffee still would like the coffee flavor itself, you know, and whatever it may be. And, you know, if you make them say like a specialty milk drink, they'd probably 100% like that a whole lot more than just straight up coffee. Which, I mean, like, honestly, milk drinks are... I like milk drinks more than just straight up... coffee. like most times, most of the times I just have one cup of coffee a day, and that's like in the morning or whenever it is that I may wake up in the day. whenever that is, be it the morning or last week, a couple of days of last week was 6 in the evening. I had coffee then. I have one cup of coffee, and then sometimes within the same day, I will. There's a little milk cooler that's connected to the machine itself. Put milk in there, and it'll draw the milk for the milk drinks and all, and it'll do all the steam and all. It's a fancy little show to watch. And it's fun to watch it make milk drinks and all. I will sometimes have another cup of coffee. It's not a full cup of coffee that I make. I make for my 1 cup a day whenever I wake up. I will make a cappuccino. And especially with this German coffee, the cappuccino in itself is better than just the straight up coffee. At least in my opinion. The cappuccino is really good. But the straight up coffee is still good in itself as well. But milk drinks in general are just nice to have and better than just base coffee in my opinion. That's a tricky thing about coffee, though. There's a lot of different coffees that are better for making milk drinks than others. And there's some out there that are good as a milk drink, like making a latte or a cappuccino, but as just the base coffee, like just straight up brewing coffee itself, is like, well, can't drink that. It's just like, ugh. And funny enough, a couple of the coffees that I've had that, are very strong foggy bottom taste. A couple of them actually make really good milk drinks. Good talking to you, but I need to go. Have a good stream. All right. Thank you for the raid, and thank you for staying in here talking. Glad you enjoy talking. I'm glad you enjoy your stay. Come back again for alt streams and future Monday streams. Only got about like 30 minutes left in this stream. I've said before, and I'll continue saying the Monday morning streams are only really supposed to meant to last for about like 2 hours. There's meant to be short streams just to kind of do some casual talking, kind of put a wrap to the previous week and talk about expectations and whatever is happening within the week that's coming up, and whatever general topics of conversation that may be led into from whatever is happening and such. And just have a kind of just a nice sit and chat to just have a nice start to the week, kind of just to put things on the burner or on the back burner and just kind of like take a moment, like just take a moment at the beginning of the week and just be here and just, kind of like exist for 2 hours. That's the purpose, or the sole purpose of the Monday morning streams. Which I think is good. I like it. I like the whole idea of it, and I think it's a good idea and all. And you guys more or less seem to think it's a good idea too. For the most part, except for the last Monday stream, that kind of fell off the face of the earth. But every other Monday morning stream and that really, really weird, very, very weird Wednesday morning stream. Why that happened? Oh, we can only guess. Has been well received, and you guys seem to actually like it. Which is nice, and it's good that it's being well received and such, and that it seems to be a good stream thing. But yeah, I keep saying this, like, when it gets to like the point of where there's only 30 minutes left in the stream. I'm gonna keep doing these. I'm for sure gonna keep doing these for as long as I can do them, because it's good and it's fun, and it's a nice kind of pause and in the in-between between the previous week and the following week to kind of bring a perspective upon anything and everything. Well, not quite everything, but just bring a perspective upon the here and now, I guess. Just kind of like, you know, put last week aside, get the key things, and then put it aside, and then set the expectations for the following week, but then also put them aside, and then just take a moment for right here and right now, and wrap all of that up into a nice package deal for kind of recalibrating perspective and just time sense and just perspective of time, I guess, more or less. If you want to think about it that way. I think there's probably like multiple different ways that you can think about this, and in regards to the whole entire thing and all, multiple different avenues of philosophical thought that you can take and all. I mean, there's multiple different avenues of philosophical thinking that you can take with, you know, tons of things in different aspects of life in general. Which one you choose is up to you. And that's what makes everyone special, is that everyone takes their own little path and thought and all. If we're all the same, life would be boring. If we all thought the same, did the same things, and acted the same way, life would be boring. And us as humans would cease to exist. Because humans are creatures of spontaneity and spontaneity and what are the words? Gosh, why am I blanking on the words? Why am I blanking on the words? Gosh, there's actual specific words that are used to describe the human phenomenon. The human phenomenon. Um, I like this song. This song is distracting me now. Gosh. Why am I blanking on the words? But basically, humans are creatures of spontaneity and individual pursuit. Individual pursuit of habit. Habitual pursuit in individual perspective and expression, and it is not part of the human nature to be suppressed into a conforming line of habit that is in every degree and form of any aspect the same as any and everyone else of the human race that exists within whatever area. I mean, like, yeah, so humans may conform within different cultures of society and such, but within those cultures of society, you have many different exhibits of human individuality, varying off of those cultures within society. Or those cultures within different societies. So yeah. I mean, you know, a great example. A great example to kind of have some relatability and such, or to kind of relate some things. The whole VTuber scene, right? The whole scene of VTuber. There's so many VTubers out there now. There's so many of them out there, but with how within the cultural society of VTubers. Yeah, there's a lot of VTubers that are in some degree or other the same as each other, but within that whole sphere, there are so many different varying designs of characters with all types of like individual touches of personality and distinctive individuality. And that whole aspect in itself is a good example of the human pursuit of expression of individuality in a spontaneous ever-evolving environment. There you go. There's your philosophical thought and whatever aspect or what other classifying terms you want to slap on this for you. This Monday morning, the 7th of March. Oh man. Have I gotten carried away? Perhaps. Does it really matter? No. Should it matter? No. Will some people tell me it probably matters? Yes. Will I care? No. I never even really finished scrolling through Twitter. I just got carried away in a whole bunch of different things. Oh wow. And so 3 hours ago apparently, or maybe it's more now, apparently Iron Mouse finished her subathon thing after 31 days, a whole month. She is now third. She is now ranked number 3 of all-time peak active subscriptions, with Ludwig being number 1 and Ninja being number 2. Ludwig having 283,066, Ninja having 269,154, and Iron Mouse having 170,088. That is absolutely insane. That is crazy. That is insane and crazy to even think about. Like, that's setting kind of standards and records for the whole sphere of influence within streaming for VTubers across the whole board compared to all other types of streamers and streaming entertainment and entertainment in general involving video consumption. Because then it's not even just across streaming, because it's also just across video content in general, because it's not the whole VTuber scene. Sphere of influence is not just with streaming, it's also within actual just normal YouTube videos as well, and other aspects, or other similar degrees, similar aspects of creation. It's really crazy to see and think about and ponder. The future is going to be interesting when it comes to the realm of content creation, in form of video consumption. VTubers are taking the whole that whole thing by storm. The whole aspect of it as a whole together, taking it by storm. It's gonna be interesting to see where this goes from here and what it means for media creation, video media creation in general. And how we look at VTubers and such. And how everyone else looks at VTubers and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be very, very interesting to see as the as the future unfolds. And I look forward to seeing. I look forward to seeing how it does unfold. It's gonna be an interesting ride. If any of you thought that we were far into the ride, you're wrong. We're just getting started on this roller coaster. And we've yet to see where this roller coaster is gonna take us. It's gonna be very interesting, that's for sure. I look forward to seeing the future of this roller coaster. I honestly do. Don't mind my glitchiness, I'm just drinking water and such. But you know, with that, it is reaching that 2-hour mark. It is at the 1 hour and 56-minute mark. So this is basically the end of the stream now. I hope all that were here enjoy their stay and got a good perspective on everything. and I hope everyone's ready for the week for the week to come. Whatever may come in it, I hope you're ready for it. I hope we're all ready for it. Who knows what's all gonna happen this week. Anything and everything can happen and will happen. There will be a late night stream tonight, and it will be VR Jet. Yes. I will. I didn't do it last time. I don't know why I didn't do it, but I'll post. Well, I don't necessarily really need to, I guess, because it's all really basically the same thing. But I'll post a tweet of the schedule. Even though it's all really just all the same kind of loosely based schedule. I'll in a bit, if you look at Twitter, you'll see me posting up a schedule for this week. And it's just all it is just tonight is a late night stream of VR Chat. Tomorrow's the first art stream of the week. So tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Time is the art stream, and then late night stream at whoever knows what time. I just put a random time of 1 a.m. Is gonna be Red Dead Redemption Online. And then Wednesday is just a late night stream, and that's gonna be VR Chat. And then Thursday is gonna be another art stream at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And then the late night stream then is going to be Red Dead Online. And then Friday is just a late night stream. That's going to be VR Chat. And then Saturday is another art stream in midday, 2 p.m. And with a late night stream of VR Chat. And Sunday is just a late night stream of VR Chat. And that's the week. That's all the week is. More or less can loosely defined. Basically. Alright. Now, is there anyone I can raid? No, there's not! Why is there not anyone I can raid? Gosh! What happened to all the people that I could raid that were streaming at the time that I was ending my streams? What happened to them? Why did everyone stop streaming? Why did all the people that I could raid just decide to stop streaming? Gosh darn it. I don't have anyone good to raid, and it's I like to know who I'm raiding before sending my audience to raid them with, is to go Viking on. I don't want to send my audience to some frou-frou snowflake who's uptight and everything on anything and everything, and is not one to take a joke and is trying to be, you know, all that business. I don't want to send my audience to them. That's not someone I want to send my audience to. Cause it's more for the more for the streamer than my audience, because you guys will absolutely destroy the person if I send you to them. I know you guys. You guys are like me. We're all basically the same bunch of action. Not really, but we're in the same bundle. We're in the same bunch. You guys would absolutely destroy anyone that I sent, any of those kind of people I would send you to. So more for the sake of the streamer than you guys, I don't want to send you to them. I want to be more aware of the person I'm sending you to. If I like them and they're not like so strict and they're lenient on their rules and whatever it is that they do, then I'm happily sending you guys to them. But if they're like uptight, like just kind of, you know, the kind of people I'm talking about, I'm not sending you to them. I am not sending you to them. Because we would all destroy the person. that snowflake will crumble. Well, anyways, seeing as how I don't have anyone to raid, you know what that means. When I don't have anyone to raid, you get sent to the void through me killing you and sending you to your death. You don't get to be Vikings today, or at least this afternoon. Well, it's getting to afternoon. It's still morning. It's not quite afternoon yet. You don't get to be Vikings this afternoon. How unfortunate for you. You don't get to be Vikings. You don't get to be Vikings and raid another streamer and scream in their face. do a screaming Viking roar. Because that's what Vikings do. Vikings are not quiet. When a Viking approaches you to raid you and do Viking things, they are not quiet about it. They will come upon your shore. They will come upon your castle. They will come upon your village. And they will let you know. They will let you know that they are there. And you will know by them letting you know that they are there what they are about to do. They are coming upon you. It is inevitable. You are being raided. There is no escape. Hear the fearsome roar of a Viking. And know good and well deep in your heart what that means. The Vikings are upon you. Yes. What is the whole thing? Do not go quietly into the night. Or I will not go quietly into the night. Yeah. Vikings do not go quietly into the night. They scream and shout their way through the night, welcoming anything and everything that may come their way, as they are always ready for a fight and anything that may come at them. And you know, that's a good mentality to have about yourself. Have your head held high. And always be ready, you know, take opportunities by charge. Go forth and conquer. And always be ready and prepared for a fight. Even when there's not one. Even when there is not a fight to be had. Or a challenge to be had. Always be prepared for one. Always be expecting of one. So that way, when one does come, you know exactly what to do. And you are sure within yourself and your skills and your abilities and just yourself in general to be able to conquer the challenge. And do not tackle the challenge quietly. Do not meekly go about the challenge. Meet it with a fierce roar, so it knows that you are coming for it, and you will overcome it. That's just a good mentality to have in life in general. Honestly, you can learn about a lot. You can learn a lot from the Vikings. The Vikings knew what they were doing. They were well ahead of their time. They were master craftsmen and fierce warriors. And they knew what they were doing. There's a lot that one can learn from the Vikings. So take this with you as I send you into the void and end this stream. And as always, look for me when you see me. Now I herald you onto the void. Death befall you. And all that shenanigans. Now die.